Hi, bro. Welcome to Collector Book Current Affairs Analysis. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about the present draw that is happening in the CBI. Okay, so let's get into the analysis. So, here, before analyzing or before entering into the news analysis, we have already discussed about the Lakshmikant part of the CBI, and we have already discussed a separate lecture on the establishment, functioning, autonomy, and the reasons for the declining of the autonomy and the way forward for re-establishing the autonomy of the CBI. So we have already made a lecture, a class on this autonomy of the CBI. So please try to watch those two videos before you are watching this video, and you can get those videos from the collectorbro.com or from our YouTube channel. Okay, so now let's get into the detailed news analysis. So why this news is having a current relevance? Because presently there is a rift happening or is going between the director and the special director of the CBI. So this has become like never before, and the agency has registered a serious case of corruption against its own special director for allegedly accepting the bribes that is amounting to crores for someone under the investigation. So this has created a serious concerns, and this has created an allegation regarding the credibility of this supreme or the premier investigation agency and the political interventions in the supreme investigation agency. So the issue is that the special director Rakesh Asthana is being faced an allegation of involving in the corruption cases, and the director Alok Verma has issued a investigation against the Rakesh Asthana. So the issues between the two directors has created a public outcry, and that has led to a move from the government to appoint an interim director, Nageshwar Rao. But this move of the government has invited further more criticism because the Nageshwar Rao is having questionable credentials, and moreover, he is allegedly having a serious accusation of graft against him and is a proponent of the aggressive Hindutva nationalism. And the opposition parties are criticizing the government for promoting publicly its Hindutva agenda or the communal agenda. So that's why the news is being in the newspaper. So let's analyze or get into the details of the news. So apart from the CBI, in recent times there is a constant attack on the autonomy of few other democratic institutions also, which includes the democratic institutions like RBI, CBI, Judiciary, CVC, Lokpal, etc. The government is either interfering with this autonomy or the functioning of these institutions, or is trying to intervene in the appointment of these institutions or denying the appointment to any of these offices. So this is an attack on the autonomy of this democratic institution. Now let's get into the analysis. So here India's democratic institutions are experiencing a serious atrophy. This political interventions is undermining their independence and the smooth functioning. So few of the institutions which has faced this kinds of interferences includes the Election Commission, Central Vigilance Commission, Enforcement Directorate, Income Tax Department, and the National Investigation Agency. So there is already allegation that the government is using this National Investigation Agency for the political vendetta. So all this has immobilized under authoritarian regime. So if the government is trying to control this democratic institutions, which means that the government is promoting an authoritarian regime and the government is not valuing the democratic principles. Now the political motivations to subsume these institutions of governance, say for example there is the election commission and the governor. So the government is being, or the political parties is using this election commission or the governors in order for their political benefits, either to postpone the election dates or to make some changes in the election dates, or to appoint its parties or its candidates or its ruling elites into the post. They are using this constitutional positions. We know that the recent issues in the Karnataka election and how the office of the governor is being misused in order to get into power or to bring that political party into power. So likewise, the governments at the center is using this constitutional offices in order to fulfill their political motives. And even the Supreme Court has faced a litmus test when the four judges of the collegium has taken publicly of the precarious state of India's democracy. And there has been an move from the side of the parliament or from the side of the government to enact the NJAC Act, National Judicial Appointment Commission Act. This act is considered as an interference from the side of the legislature or the executive to the autonomy of the judiciary. So likewise, the different organization or the different institutions are facing some kinds of attack on their autonomy and their functioning. So these are the points you have to keep in mind. So whenever if you are asked a question in the mains examination regarding the need or the importance of the functional autonomy and how the government should be having a relation with this kinds of the democratic institutions, you can mention these all points and you can frame your own answer with this current topics. So that's all. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.